For the first time ever, tweet was tweeted in a proper amount of time. In a world where tweeting is not... Oh, God, we're live.
My tortillas.
Crocodile, I didn't even see you there. My gosh. Announce yourself next
Good
time.
bot.
My gosh. Good pod.
Good
Pod
little
is good. Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday once again. I think we're setting some records for the amount of podcasts we've done in a row to start the year. I feel pretty good about it. It was like, I mean, it just feels good. It's 3 in a row. It's pretty. I think it's strong. I'm feeling strong. My tortillas.
Sopapillas.
Mi sopapillas. Flautas. Now
Pico.
I'm just hungry.
Pico de Gallo. We just watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Marshawn Lynch. My quesadilla.
A case of
My Pico de Gallo.
Pico de Gallo. Snack stream when? I mean, if we ever wind up doing a longer stream of some sorts, we would have to mix in some sandwiches or some food or something like that.
Nobody wants to see us eat. Or is that what is that?
I mean, that's probably a kink in itself, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
Nachos? Exactly, lady. It's good to see you. No new TJ snack items? Any new snack items? The people want what they want.
No, nothing new right now.
Okay.
The thing I'm excited about, I don't know when they're coming though. There are some, so the Takis.
Oh yeah, everyone loves those.
So, but there's Trader Joe's versions of that. I heard there was like a nacho cheese version of those. So,
What did they change the name to?
well, we just call them rolled tortilla lime chips or something like that. They're rolled corn chips or something. So.
I just mean one snack. 2 drinks, 1 snack. Wait, that's not how I meant that to sound. No. Well, we've got 2 beers, 1 wine. So that's what we've got tonight for the podcast.
That's true. We do have that.
If anybody's interested, there are the featured beverages right there. We've got the last of the beers from Hustle Crow for us to try this evening. Like I said, it's been a pretty good run for him with bringing
got a lot
all
of
the
mileage from
deliciousness.
those.
We did get a lot of mileage from those. Like I said, we really only had one that we were like,
The Egypt.
slid to the side. Yeah, the Egypt was not really necessarily to our liking. But yeah, we got a couple more beers tonight. We've got a wine from Trader Joe's, a Gruner Veltliner. Am I doing that?
I think
right?
it's Veltliner.
Veltliner.
I think there's
okay.
2 L's in there.
Okay, all
I
right.
believe.
2 L's.
Actually, from
one
Austria.
word.
You can tell by the little cap on top. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
The red and white cap. Yeah.
All right. So we've still got that chilling off to the side, right? God damn, Andrew. That
Wow.
beard, apparently, I guess. I trimmed it up today. Like, did my usual routine today of some extra scrubbing and cleaning and just light kind of manicure stuff.
And then you
like
worked on the beard.
And then I worked on the beard. Exactly right. He's got that one right. All right. What do you think? Should we start with the Keeper IPA from Castle Island? That is their flagship. Very, I believe, kind of West Coasty from what I see on there. Or the other one is a hazy IPA. Both of them are available year round. That is the Fiver IPA.
I'd say flagship.
That's where I was going to. Okay.
West Coast style.
I also
yes.
think that is correct. So that would be this one right here, the Keeper IPA.
I keep thinking soda when I see that can, though. I don't know why. I think there's.
I think
there's
they're
some colors
camping. I think
in
it's
there.
camping going on there, being out in the woods. Andrew the Beard Beverages. Oh my God. Hello to you, Beverage Brothers. Baker, it's good to see you as well. Lucky, everyone, good to see you this fine evening. Let's reach in and grab one of
Lucky,
those
all
beers
excited
next
for
week.
Sunday.
I would think so. I mean, at this point, is it boring to you? Just like, I mean, because you know you're going to win. You're going to
And
get,
if you lose,
this,
we won.
exactly. If you lose, like, oh, we've won. The numbers are just staggering. I think it's like 5 out of 6 NFC Championship games, 3 Super Bowls out of 5 or whatever. Like, just the numbers are just
7 consecutive. I think AFC Championship.
okay. Maybe
games.
that's what.
That number.
I was hearing
know.
someone read off all that, and then the funniest thing is, which I had forgotten, because everyone always just talks about, which obviously a complete folly until this week when the Bears have fixed everything in their organization. I just want everyone to know that. The funny thing is, they always talk about the Bears because obviously, yes, that was there. The Bills were actually on the clock and could have taken Patrick Mahomes, and they traded to the Chiefs to give them Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, wow.
So that's even more reason why I kind of enjoy when he beats them all the time. Like
Okay.
that's kind of nice.
Okay.
I like that one.
All right.
I only ever wanted to see one Super Bowl win in my life. Everything else is. I know how you feel, Lucky. I get it. Okay.
Unfortunately, ours happened 40 years ago. Almost
I'm
40
glad
years
though
ago.
I was alive to remember it
Yeah.
though. Like I remember all the excitement of it. Didn't know that was going to be one and done.
39, I guess, actually, consider actual 85 Bears, but 86 Super Bowls. So 39.
Yeah.
So next year will be the 40th anniversary. Oh, my God.
Yeah. What Super
Yeah.
Bowl number is it this year?
Licks,
Is it 59?
59.
Okay. I did that math quick because we were Super Bowl 20, and then I was like, wait, we're 60. I was like, okay, 39, 50.
Yeah,
59,
if you look
there we
at
go.
the Roman numerals, though, it looks like licks.
Oh God,
Super Bowl licks. Get your Super Bowl licks tickets. Wait, I don't know. Doesn't sound quite right.
New
That's what
Orleans
it
better
is.
get rid of some of their snow and cold weather if they want.
Yeah, that's normal, right? That's normal for that part of the country.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, that's
Atlanta,
There's nothing. Yeah, exactly.
That's normal.
That's normal. Just
Texas,
Lots
South
of snow.
Texas. That's,
Yep,
that's
Florida.
normal. Yeah, that's
No,
normal.
that's what I always think of those places
Normal.
too. Agreed. Yeah,
okay.
that's not the
Sure.
Nothing's going haywire.
Everybody's going
Nothing.
skiing.
Nothing's everyone's going skiing. Skiing down Bourbon Street is what I
There we
always
go.
imagine whenever I take my trip there. That's the dream. That is living the dream. So yeah, this is the Keeper IPA. This is from Castle Island Brewing. 6.5%. We've got CTZ as one of the hops. We've got Simcoe. We've got Cascade. It's their house ale yeast. This is year-round distribution. Created in 2015. Ski lift on Bourbon Street.
10 years
Yeah.
ago. This beer's 10 years old. Well, the
Oh,
creation.
man, almost. It is. Oh, it's over. No,
Yes. It'll be 10.
it'll be 10. It's not
Yes.
quite. It's not. It's in its 10th
yeah,
year.
December 11th. It debuted on December 11th.
It
Yeah.
debuted.
So it's
And it's
later
10
this year.
It's 10th year, as Dad says.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Good little classic West Coast.
It actually looks a little hazy.
So the first most bit that I poured
Yeah.
was pretty clear, and
Okay.
then there was a little bit at the bottom when I went back and
Okay.
when there was a little more, and that seemed like, so I don't know if there was a little something else in there, little yeast still
Could
hanging
have
out
a
in there.
little, maybe it's
Some
got,
B vitamin.
I mean, obviously it got mailed to us and we've been sitting on it for a couple of weeks. So it's got a little age, but
Well, I may have had it in
doesn't
my
smell.
fridge. I'm not sitting on it.
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
sure.
yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah,
my
sitting on
God,
it in
my
your
God,
fridge.
man.
fridge is
I
huge.
don't know if this one has a date to do one of these. Oh, wait, it does. And wait, maybe I won't tell you.
Okay.
Had it for a little bit, so you probably have a general idea. But
Yeah, but still, that's okay.
aroma's nice. Like I said, good, pleasant.
Yeah.
This is kind of what I would expect out of the house IPA. Like it's not going to be like,
A little bit of that, resiny, onion ringy thing in there.
The far back, I get a little
Far
bit
back,
of that.
yep.
Yeah.
But little fruit too.
As much less West Coasty I thought it would be. Like I'm getting a little bitterness on the back, a
Yeah,
little
a little
piney, but I'm getting a little more fruit, little lemon fruit kind of in the middle
Yeah.
there.
What if
That's
that's
It could be. I should look that up. I don't know what the Columbus CTZ hops by online. Let's see. CTZ hops. Citrus, spicy, woody, aromatic is the flavor key for that.
citrus?
Spicy,
Yeah.
but they show
Okay.
peppers. I don't know if it's spicy.
No, it's not that.
Woody,
but,
aromatic,
but it's got the citrus.
a little wee bit of pine.
Yakima.
Pining for the fields. And then Simcoe, I think it's kind of similar. Let's see. Sweet fruit, citrus, woody, aromatic. Okay, see, so we've got our crossover, then we've got a little sweet
Yep.
fruit.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Wow, they show a picture of a pineapple and a pizza slice. That's bold right there. You have some people that might not be happy about that.
So there was a question posed on one of our whiteboards at work, and it was something along the lines of, if you have a grilled cheese sandwich and you add a protein or something to it, is it still a grilled cheese sandwich?
Do you have like a daily ponderance question like that? To
No,
some
this
people
just,
talking?
I'm not sure who wrote this down or why they're thinking about it, but it happened to come up.
It seems like something Trader Joe's do. That's why I asked.
yeah.
Like they'd be like, we like to get our employees talking about
Some
random
people,
shit.
I was like, well, to me, it's kind of like the whole is, oh, I'll have a bourbon. Oh, no, I'll have a whiskey. Well, if you're having a bourbon, you're having a whiskey. So it's like, it's a sandwich.
Yeah.
Now it's a grilled cheese sandwich with meat in it. That's what I thought, but
I
So
would
does
say
it-
it is no longer grilled cheese because a grilled cheese to me is
Just the
It is
cheese, okay.
bread and cheese.
so it's not a
Butter,
grilled
like
cheese
whatever.
with meat on it. It's,
Yeah, I don't know what it would. It would
somebody
be some,
said, well, what's
it'd be like
is it a
would
melt?
turn- now it's a hot ham and cheese. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally no.
Yeah.
It does. It turns
Hot
into a
ham and
melt then.
cheese
So it's
or-
a hot
yeah.
ham and cheese. It's panini or
Yeah.
like it's something
Yeah.
else.
Something else.
Yeah.
So once something enters the picture besides bread, some sort of oil butter.
Yeah.
With
Because if I said I'm going to make you a grilled cheese and then I hand it to you and there was bacon in it, you'd be surprised.
right,
think
unless
it's
you
kinda
said,
one of the
"Ooh, I
ways to
like to
look
put
at it.
bacon on my grilled cheese."
Yeah. Well, but no.
And
yeah,
then
of
I'd say,
course.
"Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
good."
Oh, good. No longer grilled cheese then.
Okay,
Thank you for making me a bacon sandwich.
thanks for making me a grilled cheese sandwich with bacon.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel once something else has been added there, because you'd have to say it,
Yeah.
because you couldn't just give someone that thing and have them assume. So then I think that's kind of changing the sandwich a little bit. Although then to that same effect, like can you keep piling on something? Like I remember Stone Brewing used to have a BLT that I used to get when we would go out there, and we would actually go to one of either their restaurant in Escondido, or if we went to one of their Liberty Station or something like that. And they had a BLT, and it was like, really thick cut bacon. It was so good. It was like really thick cut bacon, tomato, obviously lettuce, and I think they used maybe arugula or something like that instead to kind of do something different. But then the guy that was there, I remember one time ordering it, and he's like, why I like to add it, and he he put like a piece of provolone on there too that would melted with it, and there was one of it, and then I think he threw like avocado, so he kind of added on a couple more layers to the sandwich that was already.
So it's no
gonna be
longer a BLT.
So that's what I was just asking.
Okay.
So how does that work then?
And there was that time I had the BLT with salmon. Is that not a BLT anymore?
That's a salmon LT. Did it have bacon on it?
I think it
still
still had the bacon on it.
Did it have the lettuce?
Yeah, it was BLT
So it's
and
an
salmon.
SBLT.
Yeah. Salbut.
BSLT.
BS. It's BS. That's what it is.
It's BS. Yeah, I don't know. What was the consensus?
It looks like it's going toward still
did
a
you have to
grilled
vote?
cheese. People are voting. Yeah, it looks like it's still a grilled cheese. And then someone on the bottom wrote, "It's both. It's a grilled cheese sandwich." It's like, it's true. So anyway, it's just fun, no use
it's a good
getting, but yeah, it's this little fun conversation. So my son's been into Fleetwood Mac lately, which has been kind of cool because I always liked Fleetwood Mac, but I've visited for the first time and revisited some of their.
Did he go back in the
lately.
deeper stuff, like Hypnotized
He went
and stuff like
farther
that?
back, like to yeah.
Yeah,
That was the whole Black Magic Woman. Actually, we talked about this a little bit.
We talked
last
about
week.
Black Magic Woman, but
Okay.
that's interesting though.
So, then on the way over today, because he bought I think a copy of Tango in the Night that's signed by the band.
Oh, wow.
Somebody was selling it on eBay. It's authenticated and everything, so he's got that coming. And so I listened to that album. I've been listening to
Stevie Nicks with a C.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Sorry, go ahead.
But I was listening on the way over. I was like, and I put Rumors on. So I just started listening to Rumors
Nice.
from beginning. And so, and a song, you probably know which one I'm talking about, that I've heard so many times.
Jane.
No, not the Chain.
Oh, okay.
That, but not as much as Dreams.
Oh, right.
But I listened to that. I was listening to it on the way over, just listening to it. I've never heard it before. And I'm like, it's a really good song.
I know, shocking.
I have to throw it away, and because that's an album I actually bought when I was, so I bought that album when it came out. So
Do you
I
have
was
baggage with that?
11?
Like not necessarily that song, but that album where you just don't enjoy it as much anymore? Is that kind of where you're getting to? Or? Oh, okay.
No. It's one of those things where I like it, and sometimes it's cool to kind of see things through fresh eyes. Kind of like when you have a child, actually, you get to experience Christmas again, but you get to experience all these things. And then in this case, it is my son who's
that's cool.
Hey, I was listening to this song. Have you listened to that? I'm like, no, I haven't. So, and I'm gone back and revisiting. And I know we were talking a little bit. I think wasn't it Christmas Eve? Talking a little bit about Fleetwood Mac. There were some videos that were being shown and that, but
old Stevie Nicks live performances are something to behold.
It's because her
amazing.
voice still sounded good.
It does, and so much more power than too. Like she gives, especially like Rihanna and some of those live songs, just goes like an extra mile. I know my son actually for Christmas, one of his friends gave him, I think, "Animals" by Pink Floyd, because he's been listening to Pink Floyd and some other stuff. So he's been kind of going into that catalog. I remember when he first started, he was like, why don't you start at the beginning? I was like, why don't you start at the beginning with Pink Floyd? I was like, sometimes like that, you might I don't want you to lose the thread here. Like you
kind of like with Billy Joel, you don't need to start at the very beginning.
Yeah, enjoy these, and then if you want to go back, then do that.
Yeah.
But sometimes if that was the first, it's I hear they're great. I'm going to put on their first album. Whoa, it's this is terrible.
No, they were still finding
they're still finding their way.
Their groove. They're still working on it.
Like I said, again, and Metal and Animal, like I said, those are not, bad album. Like I said, I like those. Like I said, but it's sometimes you need to have the goodness context in some way to go back to, and not like to say you only do The Wall or those other, because I think Wish You Were Here almost might be one of my even more favorite albums.
Yeah,
when
you
it
have to
comes to
kind of
those.
establish that I like them. I'm not going to
Yes.
give up on them.
Right.
And now I can go
That's a good way to put it.
far.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can honestly say I've never listened to a full Pink Floyd album.
I could see you saying that.
Never.
I'm surprised maybe you haven't. I bet you've accidentally listened to most of The Wall because it blends together so much. But
Maybe
I'm sure
most, but it's a double album though. I think.
Yeah,
too.
at least the whole first side. But you've probably missed some.
Somewhere.
I think you would. I feel like if you owned that on album or if you did a Spotify thing, sometime when you're doing your
Yeah.
around the house stuff on like a Monday or two, whatever I don't know what your usual routine is,
Yeah.
but whenever you're doing that kind of, you should just put it on at the beginning and just like go through
The Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where I would start because I think there'll be familiarity there, but then also the ones that are deep, like some of like Goodbye Blue Sky off of there, I think is like, so there are other songs that I think are so,
How can you have
good.
any meat? How can you have your
Exactly.
pudding if you don't eat your
And
meat?
you walking around with, like I said, headphones, even better. Like if
Oh,
that's the
their
way you
stuff,
do
yeah.
it, because you'll just
Yeah.
you hear so it's sonically is just so neat. I was talking about that the other day. I can't remember it came up. I think because we were talking about headphones while we were rating a little bit, and it's so neat. Either listening to music like from an album on a good sound system, or at the very least, like I said, buying a really good pair of headphones. Like I think everyone at some point in their life, if you love music,
Yeah.
or even movies or something, like that's something to invest in. Either one of those. Like I think headphones can be cheaper, obviously, and you can still spend a lot on headphones, but it's overall. But there's just something about that, just doing that, relaxing. Like I said, you only get to do that so many times in life, especially with some of your favorite bands of all time. Like I remember I've talked about, I don't know if it was on podcast or just you and I had talked about like the last, and who knows how many more albums will come out. Like I said, I remember the last Metallica album that came out. When I actually got it, I bought it on vinyl. When I had it, I think for some reason, I think my wife was out of town. My son was like working or whatever. So I literally, the first time I went through and got to hear the whole album, I put it on there and I played it. I was by myself and I just sat there and I looked at the lyrics and just had that experience.
Nice.
And like I said, it's like, again, like I said, it's a really good out. Like I said, it's not like my favorite of theirs of all time, but it was still really good. So I had a good experience.
Yeah.
But like I said, you don't get to do that
Yeah.
very often. And I think it can be, like I said, pretty neat, but
I have a pair. I think I'd like to get another pair of like. I do like the earbuds, the Apple.
I do overall. They just fit in my ear very well. Like
They don't fit in at least the old ones. I think I have the originals. I had to buy yes, those
do or don't work for you.
don't.
Oh, okay. It's funny. Those fit for me. Like, because when I buy earbuds where it's like either the Apple has, and I've never had them. My son had a pair of them, but I tried them once, but like the ones where it's like the rubber tip where you gotta like do those like are terrible.
See, it's funny.
I always think they're going to pop out.
I need
They
that.
always feel like, and sometimes like I'll get them in just right. But I've never had good success. I either, and that's why I literally, like, cause when people ask me, like, even when I'm streaming, I'm playing games, they're like, oh, what are your earphones? I'm like, $20 Apple earbuds. Like, and is it there? Can you see it? Oh, maybe it's in the drawer. I literally, every time a pair goes bad, I buy another backup. I have the pair, I have a new pair that I'm ready to go, and I buy another backup pair. Cause at some point they will just not make those anymore. And they just,
Right.
they sound good enough for everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
And like I said, they just fit in my ear like perfectly. So I
Yeah.
either need that or like the bigger, like
Yeah.
I like the old school. Like I have a set of old school headphones or even the Sony ones that used to be a little bigger. Like when I worked at the radio station, those monitors like were really good. They were like the MDV 1000, or I can't remember what they were, but something like that. But yeah, have you looked at other?
I just started looking at the Apple again because the cool thing though about those is you can buy they're basically like things you slip over the edge that mimic that other style. And I bought those, and with that then they're good, but I still even have to turn it a little bit so that it seats in this,
because you need to
the
get the
most.
seat, and then like you always want it to like kind of be hitting
Yeah.
like out the backside there a little bit too.
I bought some others that were like a cheap, because I had seen it was Anthony Edwards, the basketball player for the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah.
He was doing a commercial, I think they were Bose or some other more expensive style that kind of just sits outside your ear. Forgot what that style is called, but so I looked that up.
Because then they actually like the sound shoots this way into your right because
it loops over
actually,
your ears so they don't fall off, which I love. And then
Fair.
it sits like right just outside your ear.
Yeah, so then it's like
Yeah.
but it's directional, like into
Yes.
your ear. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard of those.
And I like the pair I have, but it's just a cheap pair. But I also do like and it's just me being lazy. I like that with the Apple ones, if I pick up my phone, it automatically is there. With the or if I go to the iPad, I can go back and forth without having to connect, disconnect.
Oh.
Because the other ones, if they're connected here, they don't play on my phone, and and I have to like disconnect and connect once again, as you would say. What,
First world
problems. But
I have the other issue though, where my earbuds will actually, like, if I have in my Apple ones that I like, the Bluetooth ones, they're like the iPod 2. Like, again, they're the baseline ones or whatever. And I actually should get a new pair because like I'd like to have the wireless charging one. I still have to plug them in. That's how old they are. But they will connect to my wife's iPhone.
Oh,
So I'll be like
yeah.
walking around and all of a sudden
Yeah.
like, I'm not listening to TikTok. What the and it's like, and then I'll be like, can you turn up? And they turn them off and whatever else. Mills, how's it going? Good to see you. My Samsung ones are pretty nice. They have pretty decent noise canceling if I want to.
Okay.
Definitely throw, like I said, any suggestions like that. Throw in the Discord, message them to me or whatever. I always love gear like that. Grant, it's good to see you. I bought some cheap. I almost said cheap ass.
Cheap ass.
I almost threw that in there for no damn reason. Bought some cheap earbuds on Temu that fit my ear. And that's the big, like, I think fitting into your, like I said, your ear holes, is like just one of the is such an important part of it, and then obviously the sound and everything else too. Ghost Fio, good to see you too. My Beyerdynamic over ears are the best thing I've spent money on. I love. I really love over the ear ones. Which ones do you?
Tagri open ear headphones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're fine. And I think I only paid like $30 for them. So, and the battery lasts for a long time. The thing too with my old Apple ones is a couple of times, I don't know why, it's the left ear, it doesn't stay in, has fallen out and gone into the pool, which it still works after it dries off.
I was underwater at the time, but that's not the point.
They still work after they actually dry off, but I have noticed that I've lost volume capacity. So there's a system or setting you can go into and you can change it a little bit more to one ear. So I have to do that to kind of balance it out. But yeah, so that's another reason. I'd like to have some that are fully functioning.
My earbuds are essential for me to go shopping solo. It allows me to ignore everyone in the store better. I agree. If I am going anywhere shopping solo, especially like if I don't go to Costco solo very often, but like this other weekend when we were having the get together and I was going out to pick up a bunch of stuff, I put my ear, like I'm listening to a podcast or something like that. Like I don't have it loud enough where I can't hear anybody. Like I don't do that. Like I'm not listening to music because I feel that I would probably accidentally start singing because of the dork that I am. I'd probably be listening to and be like, something like Unforgiven to. Oh, sorry, I was just buying some tortillas.
Never free.
Just buying some tortillas, exactly. I can't wear a ton of earbuds. Went with aftershocks for portable. Okay. Well, you shouldn't wear more than one earbud in each ear. I'm not sure exactly how many you were thinking about. Like I said, that's just impressive to some extent. Probably that's why you might have some hearing trouble. Like, oh my God, you keep pulling out an earbud. You're like, there's more in there. Oh, how did these get in here?
And a whole bunch of wax came out with it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
All of them. All of the earbuds at once. But yeah, I like those. I would probably. I'm pretty sure Apple just came out with another set of something recently. There's also, if you want to go like really crazy, you could do the Apple. Like, have you ever looked at the Pro Maxes from Apple? I mean, that's putting out like half an iPad, but
yeah, I don't know if I want to do that.
They're over the ear. They look pretty nice though. Wouldn't you? I've heard the sound is pretty good.
Yeah.
Our brother used to have, did you ever know he had sunglasses that then were the bows that then went into your like ear? Oh, he had those, which were kind of interesting. It was like
cool.
But it had the thing too, where I don't think they actually went, it was like when you put them on, it was like what you talked about, where it was directionally kind of like, the sound was like just going that way. Cause then he could hear like, and I always thought about you cause you do a lot of biking and stuff like that. I'm assuming, do you hear about it? Okay. I was going to say, I always think that would not be a good idea. So I always think of you.
But I know people who do, and it's probably a little safer if you're on a dedicated bike path, but
just in your driveway.
Yeah. Just in the garage,
just circling.
Yeah. Biking in the garage.
We joked about you have a ramp and everything in your garage.
I've always enjoyed my bike rides though, for time just to be. And just to be with my thoughts, or just to actually, even better, not to think, just go and have fun.
Aftershocks are the bone conduction. So, okay, that's what we were talking about there. It doesn't go in your ears. Really cool how they work. They actually work great for biking because they leave your ears open.
Okay, perfect.
We should look at the all of a sudden all
I
these
know,
things. Are you
I know,
are
I'm
you
typing.
searching?
I'm taking
Are
some
you
notes
writing
here.
down? Okay, good.
I
Did you
am
look up
taking
the
some
bio?
notes.
Okay. All right.
So
Keith
I
is
can
writing
look
these
at
things
them
down.
up.
Yeah, like I said, there's something sonically about the experience again, like kind of back to like. The
Oh yeah,
listening
you
album,
pick up
putting
on stuff that
headphones. Yeah,
all of a sudden there'd be like a vocal thing you didn't hear or
echoes, stuff that's
a
in the
drum, a
background.
little
Yeah,
something. Yeah. So is Temu is a website, right? That's not a brand.
that is a website.
Okay. All right.
I think it's just right. Is that specific? Is that just like people that have
I think that's a site. Yeah.
thousands of
okay.
brands and fine deals? There you go. Keith, do you need a corset with openings for the bra area?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There we
for
go.
the bra
That is an
area.
option right there. See, it's right there on TV.
Oh, perfect.
Is that what you're looking for? Do you need a skeleton chest piece?
No.
You
Well,
need some
maybe
you
the-
need some printer wire. You need a
Printer
shirt
wire.
that says "begging for a pegging." These all can be found on Temu.
Begging for a
It's
pegging.
right
Okay,
there.
there it is.
Oh my god!
Okay. Well,
What a great shirt! It's black, white lettering, begging for a pegging. Oh my god, that is outstanding. That is on Google search right now. Should we do another beer?
yeah, might as
Okay.
well. Let's keep it rolling.
Let's keep it rolling.
Rolling.
This is the
rolling.
last one from Castle Island Brewing that we got. Thanks again to Hustle Crow for sending this out to us. This is super nice. I can't believe, like I said again, it also came with a free set of earbuds. Is that what you got, Gran? Did you actually buy that shirt that came with the earbuds that you're using? I feel that's what actually
Buy a
happened.
begging for a pagan shirt.
Get
a set
free
of earbuds.
Let's go. So then you can't hear your own screams.
That's right.
All right. So we've got a little Fiverr IPA. Okay, you didn't. All right, just checking. Begging for a what? Okay, Lucky came out of Destiny 2 just to say, like, what did I just hear? So this is the Fiverr IPA. This is from Castle Island Beer. Again, this one is a hazy IPA. We've got Simcoe. We've got Citra. We've got El Dorado.
El
That's what I always like to say. So yeah, we've got a little. Okay, that's probably all I can play without getting some sort of DMCA. But there you go. That's what I've been singing all day, thinking about having this beer. Was even though it's Fiverr, which I know is
Fiverr.
something else a little bit, made me think of that. Which then makes me think of
Fiverr?
no,
What?
that song. What does that song make me think of?
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard that song before.
What? Yes, you have. It was in a movie that we all watched together.
I have? What movie is it?
Get Out.
Oh, well, see, if I don't.
Actually, it wasn't in Get Out. It was in the other one. No, is it? Oh, wait, what's the other one?
Us?
With
Right? Wasn't that
Yeah.
called Us?
yeah. What
Yeah.
is that? Yeah, it was called Us. Right? This is no, it's not. This is Us.
No, that's a
That's a show
that's a
on. That's a
television
show
show,
on
yeah.
something else.
Us.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
right
in-
at the beginning when they're like
was in
rolling
Us.
out to the cabin that they're going to go stay at before
Oh,
they see
okay.
all the creepy duplicates of themselves and all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, that's creepy.
yeah, that's a creepy movie.
We watched Nope.
I never
too.
saw.
Did you
I
see
never saw.
Nope?
I was just about to say I have not seen that yet. I've heard it was. It was weird that it didn't get a lot of like
No, it didn't.
but then I've heard a lot of people since then say like, oh, it's good, like it's really good. So
I can't remember what
how do you
thought
feel
of
about it? Is it aliens? Is that what the thing is?
So, what it is?
And I forget like because the nope
Yeah.
means like something or whatever. But
yeah, Nope stands for
I've heard
something.
yeah.
No ordinary something or no out of. I don't know. I can't remember. It stands for something, but I don't remember what.
Stands for begging for no. That's
Yeah. Put a 5 on it. Begging.
Put a 5 on it. Yeah, so that song's in that because they're talking about it. And at some
okay.
point, I think the kids are like, "That song's about drugs, Dad." And they're like, "What? No."
It can't be.
Yeah, that movie's good.
Yeah, that was a creepy one.
That is a good movie.
The way they go.
So did you go see Nosferatu? Like you asked the other
No,
day, and then
I
literally,
asked-
it was so funny. My brother sends me a text, a little bit about our podcasting,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Hey, did you guys see Nosferatu?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we did. We saw it the day after. It was great." Radio
Well, I
silence.
just need. I
Radio
thought you had
silence.
seen it, but I wasn't
I
sure.
thought there might be like, "Hey, we were thinking about seeing it," or "Hey,
Well,
we did see it."
So what happened? So the unfortunate thing is we had stickets. We had tickets for Sting tomorrow, and the concert has been rescheduled.
Oh no!
We were gonna. The three of us are gonna go see Sting. He was gonna
Wait
be
a minute.
in Phoenix.
Didn't you already see him?
We saw Sting and Billy Joel.
So what do you need to see to Sting for?
We want to see Sting again.
Oh my God!
So he
Sometimes
was
you just
here.
need to get stung twice.
We do. And
Okay.
we got stung. And then it's funny because I
Is it
didn't-
the same reason as is someone infecting people as they get up to Phoenix?
well, I guess he has some sort of throat thing, and on doctor's or advice, he is.
Imagine not seeing Sting twice.
Oh, don't imagine that. On doctor's advice, he has postponed like a performance at some award show and a couple of concerts. So ours was one of them. It's rescheduled till June 1st. So it's quite a ways out
Is
there.
it still a Saturday or something?
I didn't even look at that date yet. So,
Now we gotta do it.
but binging for a stinging. We're
That's amazing. Being in for Sting.
yeah. Well, I tried. I thought about doing that, Lucky, pulling rank and saying, "Hey, do you know who I am?" And I have
I
tickets.
work at Trader
saying-
Joe's.
Yes.
Lucky knows me.
No, he was on doctor's advice. He's got a throat, some sort of throat
Your nose and
ailment.
throat guy.
But I didn't notice that until yesterday afternoon. But it's so
June
funny.
1st is a Sunday.
Sunday. Okay, that's all right. I'll have to ask for the day. Well, no, I won't have to ask for it. Maybe I will anyway.
Sorry. All right, go ahead.
But
I
I
had to know that information. I'm sure he'd make an exception. He would do a private concert just for you.
it going back through emails at like 11 o'clock Tuesday morning, we got an email from the venue saying, "Hey, here's what's allowed. Here, get ready for your concert. It's coming up soon." And then 7:37 that night, it was your event has been rescheduled. So I
At least it
looked
got
that up.
rescheduled. It is
Yeah,
far
and-
away, so that's a bummer.
Well, and at least that like Ben said, at least we didn't get up there and then find out like what happened with ELO.
Yeah.
But
Where is it at? Is it at
American Financial Center?
So not Footprint?
No, kind of close to there though. A little bit, looks like a little bit.
You still park in the same garage?
No, not the same garage. I had reservations for that too, but that's getting refunded. But so that was gonna be Friday night. So I had taken Saturday off, and so Pocket said, "Well, we have Saturday free now. What do you want to do?" And I said, "Well, we could go see a movie." And we were looking at Roadhouse at all the movies, and none of them really excite me very much. But Pocket went, "Oh, Nosferatu." And
I think you would still like it.
And I said,
I know that's not
okay.
normally your thing, but it's not like it's not your typical, like, I mean, it's kind of a retelling of Bram. I mean, because that's what it was. It was like
Right.
they, when the original came out way back in the day, they were stealing from Bram Stoker's Dracula. So they called it Nosferatu because they couldn't, obviously, because of, they didn't want to have to pay for the right, and, that whole bit. So there's a lot of things that cross over with that, like, but I think the movie's actually just really good. I think it got snubbed. I saw some of the things coming out, like the Oscar nominations, and I am shocked at like how it seems to have gotten a little bit screwed there. Other than some just kind of generic categories and stuff. Can't pass up a balding Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, Flight
Risk. Oh, that's right. You were talking about that the other week, Lucky. But yeah, no, I would recommend. I think you would actually.
All right, so maybe so we might go see that. So
Let's see what else is there. Yeah, we don't Flight Risk. Definitely want to see Better Man. Autumn and the Jaguar. Wolf. Well, that's just straight up a horror movie. So I don't know if you'd write, like I said, The Brutalist is up for a lot of Academy Awards. A Complete Unknown I'd like to see, but it's Bob Dylan kind of documentary thing. Wicked. I still want to see Wicked. Have you guys seen Wicked yet?
No, that's a Pocket mentioned.
Wait,
that
did
one
you guys
too.
still see that though? Actually, on
Saw the play? Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you've already seen more than the movie shows because
Oh,
the
really?
movie's is in two pieces. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Of course, I make more money that way.
Forgot the nominations came out today. Yeah, I got something on my feed. It came up, and they were going through all of them, and the amount of nominations that Amelia Perez got, I will just never understand from everything I have read and seen about that.
Is that a movie?
Amelia Perez? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's
Oh.
a musical that I was like, oh, that's neat. That must be like, and then you just read, and I have seen clips of I'm just like, oh my God, how is this up for Oscars? Like, I think it's going to be another Crash situation where that movie now, like everyone is like, how did this?
Oh, wow.
Because I remember didn't you see Crash when it came out? You're like, this movie's terrible.
Yeah. Well, it was just not very uplifting.
And like,
at all.
that's one of the ones when people look back at it, like they're like, this is one of the like most ridiculous things.
I do hear that movie mentioned in that kind of
Yeah,
vein.
and that's what I think
We
people are
watched-
saying
we
about
watched it at
Amelia
home, I
Perez,
think.
kind of to some extent. I should see Wicked. I want to see Wicked. I actually do
Not
want
the
to see
Crash
it.
with James Spader though.
No, No, that was like that.
I
they
saw that
could-
one too, though.
They could only like what get turned on by, car accidents.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Was
weird.
that called Crash too?
It was.
Were both those movies called Crash?
Pretty sure.
That's nuts. I think you're right though, but that's nuts. Oh wait, so you were saying Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay, what do we got here?
Pretty hazy.
Yeah, that
Some
smells
fruit.
good. You could go see The Last Showgirl with Pamela Anderson. I've heard good things about that.
I saw that title. I didn't realize that's Pamela Anderson.
It is. Now, of what's here, I would say Wicked or Nosferatu.
That's
Probably
what
the
we
things
were.
you would enjoy the
yeah,
most.
that's what we were looking at.
I would want to see also The Brutalist or A Complete Unknown. I have to try and convince my wife to go see Wicked. And I'm tired of Planty's not here right now, but he'd be harassing me that I haven't seen Complete Unknown.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I saw that movie, so I don't remember a lot of it. It was just a lot of
I just remember it was like
this scene, that scene, this scene, and then they kind of
they slam together almost like there was an accident of some sort,
Yeah,
like a crash.
There's a crash. I
There's a
think.
crash.
Yeah.
I've just heard that the way that they handle like I don't know if it was race relations or race that's the thing like now that everyone just talks about it. Super cringe. Again, I've never seen the movie. I've just now know those kind of things about that.
Was the Demi Moore movie playing there too?
No, but I I would like to see that. I did not see that.
A woman I work with said it
would be that
very disturbing.
Sounds very rough.
Yes,
but like I've heard it's very good. I mean, because it's about like this. It sounds real like the idea behind it, and if you start going down the whole art cultural side or whatever the art side of it with like how women are treated in society and where movie starlets and all that kind of stuff and what they're representing in that movie, like it sounds like something that would be 100% up my alley.
It sounds like a you in pocket on a Friday afternoon.
I think that actually probably should be. I should look. That would be fun. I should actually. I bet. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Trebek,
just the way your mother likes you, Trebek. Rough. All right, so now I got to look up. So it was Crash. We thought was. There's that.
That's 1996, right? Yep.
Crash victim suddenly finds himself turned on by car. Wow, and they were 10 years apart. Almost 8 years apart.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's the Crash, the movie where he's like, she's got a forehead like a drive-in movie theater, but still. No, wait, that's something about Mary.
That's Matt Dillon, but something about Mary. Yeah.
Oh, the day is mine.
The pen is mightier. The penis mightier. Oh, the date on the keeper.
10/8.
Oh, okay.
So October 8th.
3 months.
Yeah. So I thought not too bad. This one.
We got
oh wow.
Fresher? Older?
Fresher.
I'm gonna say it's fresher.
Yeah.
Okay.
12/4.
Oh wow. Okay. Just a month and a half.
Yeah, they must have just made that.
I'll
take ape tits for 300. I'll take swords for 500.
Swords.
That's
S word. Below me.
Lip tits now. That's it.
Below me.
I'll take the rapist for 600.
Yeah.
That's therapists. Interesting. Sebastian Stan as Trump is nominated. Did he get nominated? Okay, I was seeing through all the minor categories. So I almost didn't even get to that, but I saw, like I said again, that Amelia. Look up, make your own decision about the movies, choose to see it. But yeah, that Amelia Perez I think is up for 13 nominations, which is one less than the most ever, and it's I don't know. From everything I've seen, it's kind of tragic. Sorry.
No, I was going to say we were talking about the beer, the Ranch Hand Brewing. Remember we tried that microburst or cloudburst or whatever that was. I brought that real fresh.
So fresh.
There was like a sales rep in the store today from there, and we just started carrying an amber they have.
Oh,
that was another thing I was thinking of maybe bringing over. But then when you mentioned those, maybe for the future we'll. It's like 5.4. It's their amber. And he's like, yeah, we have a lot of different seasonal stuff. He was really nice. He's like, are you guys allowed to can I give you a sample of? I got some of the stout out in the car. I could give you a sample. And I was like, I probably shouldn't.
You're all You're all, I shouldn't do that as you slide over
Yeah.
your vehicle
I was
license
like,
plate.
yeah.
Numbers. You're like, but I do have a
I said, no,
I do
can
have a
just-
podcast.
I did actually tell him. I said very early on in the conversation, I was like, you know what? I said, yeah, my brother and I, we have a podcast. We've been, I said that we tried that when this came in. It was really fresh. It was really good. We really liked it. And he, well, thanks. You know, and I said, I love local. And I said,
Did you give him a card and say like email, and then you could send some to my brother, and then I'd be out of the loop?
That would have been good
that's-
idea.
That's what we should do.
I need to
from now
get more cards in.
Oh, do you?
By my person? I have a whole bunch of them.
on. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I've got more.
I
just
don't have them usually on me. I need to keep some on me when I'm at work. Put some in my wallet.
This is good. A little pineapple in here actually
Yeah.
is kind of what I'm getting. It's light. It's pretty refreshing.
Yeah.
This is another good, like both of those I think would be solid starters. I think I like this one actually a little better just because I've kind of gotten a little bit more into the.
And it is fresher. That could be
that's
some
fair.
of that.
That's fair.
But yeah, I think I would agree on that. This is debuted August of 2020. It's so weird to think about. The pandemic started was about to start about 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Yeah.
Crazy.
Oscars is as much politics as any award. It looks like Amelia Perez has a trendy topic. Might explain. It does. And that's why I think I'm even more upset that they're not handling it properly. Again, I have not watched it. I should watch it or try to. I think it's on Netflix. I think
What's
you
that?
can literally watch it. Amelia Perez.
Oh,
I think I should try and watch it. But again, I've read several articles. I have watched videos on people that I trust that watch movies and that are usually on the, front of all of those kind of things of like, oh, you should watch this because of, cultural, like all these kinds of things. And everything I've seen has been like, again, like I can't understand this. So we'll maybe take a look. So glad I don't give two monkeys about the Oscars. No, I mean, I don't care. Like I said, there's always a little bit inside of me. If there's something that you liked or enjoyed, you'd like to see that it gets recognition or gets awards or whatever else. I don't know if I really have any kind of dogs in that fight this year, other than, like I said, I did really like Nosferatu, but it is what it is. You know who else enjoyed that? Little Bill Mumphrey. Who's Little Bill Mumphrey?
Little Billy Mumphrey.
Little Billy
I
Mumphrey.
don't know who that is. I remember Jerry Mumphrey, he was a baseball player.
Oh. They just released the people getting into the Hall of Fame. Do you have any thoughts on that? The 3 people that got voted in?
Ichiro, obvious.
Oh, that is a Seinfeld reference.
Billy Mumphrey.
I can't remember what episode
Something-
that is, but now that makes... Now
Saw the
that's-
one where George did the opposite.
That's a great one.
That one, and then the one where
Did you watch Curb or no?
Mattingly just split his pants. That's the one with the
Where he changes the fabric.
Miss Rhode Island. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna take this kid to the top, Jerry.
Did you ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm at all?
No, never.
Oh,
watched
okay.
Curb.
I've been getting clips lately of Curb because Curb Your Enthusiasm basically did another final episode of Seinfeld, one of their seasons, because it was them writing another
okay.
show and making up for the last episode, and then the whole season was just the whole cast of Seinfeld and them writing and so it was,
wow.
it's
Okay.
a genius way for them to do another episode. But at one point there's a joke on there that's hilarious, but it's over the top. Won't tell that here, but
The doodle was. Oh yeah, the doodle. That's isn't it when he was trying to figure out what he wrote when he wrote his joke.
yeah.
I heard that Ichiro
How did Wagner
invited
take this
that
long?
writer out for a beer. I heard.
Did he?
Because there was one person who voted against
That's
it.
what this is the thing I hate about the baseball writers is there's some weird things, and I don't know if that's why this person did it, but there is some weird preciousness to like, oh, you can't be unanimously voted in.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, whatever. It's like, you mean Ichiro, who had one of the greatest careers in 2 different
right.
countries in
Right.
baseball? Like, how
Right.
does that not like?
Yeah.
Other than like what there's the stat that I heard the other day that's so ridiculous with him was like, after this point, his batting average never went below like 310.
Yeah, it's
after
crazy.
this one hit, it was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
how do you like? How,
Yeah. No, he definitely
it just
belonged.
doesn't make sense. His arm. I mean, he was five tool play. He could have been hitting home runs the whole time if he wanted to. Like
Yeah.
I don't even get it. And Wagner too. Like, did Wagner all of a sudden become a better baseball player in the last?
Well,
like,
see, that's the thing.
that's the.
No,
yeah.
I agree. Like with 10 and it's set up 10 years. You have 10 years to try
Right.
and this, and then later you can get it. Voted.
So he
in
became
by
better all of a sudden.
So Yeah, and that's the thing. I
Is it because
almost,
can you only let in so many people? Is it like football where you can
no,
only have...
if you get that much percentage of the vote, you just have to
Well,
get
then that makes
75%
no
of the
sense.
vote.
That makes even
Sometimes
less
it's 5,
Because
sometimes it's
football,
1.
it's stupid where they only let in like 4 people every
Yeah.
year. So some people,
Yeah.
when they, oh, wow, you shouldn't have retired that year because it was Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Like, it's
Right.
just like, oh, wow,
Right.
you just screwed yourself there.
Yeah, I got to play one more year.
I know, you're like walking out there
Yeah.
practically dead.
Hell, you would have been on there if you'd just retired last year, but I couldn't.
The old men of baseball need to go away. Like over the age of 70, can't vote for. But yeah, and I think they also need to put out there like, I think you have to. I think your vote should be public. I heard Dan Patrick, I think, talking about that the other day. Like he was saying like that. I don't know if it you can tell people, but you also can hide it if you don't want to
Oh,
say
okay.
who.
So
you
yeah,
need,
they're-
you need
that's
to
good.
have to defend your opinion if you are going to be that weird about it,
Right.
and something that is that blatantly stupid.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm not even a
somebody who
baseball fan, but
didn't
that's just
vote
an
for
eye
him.
test of like, how are you not?
Yeah.
Like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how many
Yeah,
people
no.
have? I wonder. That would be an interesting thing. Like, how many people have been unanimous
I
entrance into the
think
Hall of Fame?
Rivera wasn't Mariano Rivera unanimous recently?
Well, he
I
came out to
think.
Enter Sandman every time he pitched. Of course, he's going to be unanimous. Like, please.
Trevor Hoffman to Hell's Bells.
That was also a good one. NFL allows 4. Okay, it's 4 to 8, but isn't it something like it's only 4 new, and then they have legacy play? Like, doesn't that combine into one number, Mills? Or am I like again? I might be wrong about that. I think if you're ashamed of your vote anywhere, you should rethink your vote. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Lucky, yes, 100%.
I'm not going to tell you who I voted for.
Yeah. Well,
Or
then I
who
already
didn't
know who you
Yeah,
voted for,
then I know you
dipshit.
didn't. Yeah.
If you won't come out and say it, I know exactly who you voted for, and get out of here. But yeah, like I think that stuff is just, I don't know, weird. Are the players that were in the steroid era, do they still get to keep coming up everywhere and they're just not being voted on?
Until for 10 years.
So like Barry Bonds and like all
Yeah,
those.
I can't, I didn't actually notice
Barry
where
Bonds,
those
Mark
guys,
McGwire.
if they had votes.
Sammy
because,
Sosa's back in the good graces of the Cubs. Oh,
Yeah.
goody. What, his bullshit apology. Did you see that too?
I did. I
Not
heard
to
it
go off
was.
on a
I
rant,
heard
but
it was
my
quite
God.
vague. I heard it was
You
vague.
need to come out and come on.
Yeah, I
It
heard
doesn't
it
even
was-
take, oh, I did it because I had to feel healthier. Get out of here, you piece of garbage. Come on. So frustrating. Dave Chappelle voting bit is classic. I didn't get to watch him on the last Saturday Night Live, but I would like to go. I've heard that was a better one, at least a little better than what he'd been lately. Legacy ones count different as they are voted on by senior. Oh, okay. That is different. Thank you for clearing that up, Mills. I couldn't remember if that followed in again. I heard Sammy is Cuban again. Yeah. Sammy Sosa had a little bit of a fight with Michael Jackson at some point.
We have to go. We got to go see the Cubs this year in March.
I know. What is? Yeah. Do we actually? Are
The
tickets
end of
already on
March.
sale yet?
I don't think so. Not yet. So.
Okay. It's pretty soon though. We got to look at that because it's like, is it opening weekend
Yeah.
practically?
Yeah. Well, they open up actually in Japan, I think, against the Dodgers, like a week or so before that, and then they come back, and then they're opening. They start the season in Arizona. So we'll be going in March this year. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we won't.
Why wouldn't we
Try
go?
to build the suspense.
Oh, trying to, well,
We don't want her to know.
There's no
already.
suspense when you already like texted out like, I was like,
Well,
that
I
gives
didn't
it
say
away,
we have to
doesn't
go.
it?
I just said, hey, this is FYI.
Giving it away
Yeah.
already. You've
I
given
know-
everything
I
away.
know
where the
everything.
poison is. Yeah. Now I need to look.
But
Need to
it's
look there.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's like 4 days. So
Oh, okay. So we should go see 2 games then.
we could.
I would love to do that.
I would take off a couple days.
I would think that'd be fun. Do
Of
a
course.
Friday, Saturday game, something like that.
Sure.
Or what's usually the afternoon one? Probably the
Sunday.
Sunday game.
Yeah.
Maybe Sunday, maybe then. That would be kind
Could
of
do
nice.
Saturday,
Like,
Sunday.
just because then you wouldn't have to like. I mean, not that there's not nothing to do there, but it'd be like at least you could do the one and you go back and then the next day you get up
Yeah.
and pretty much go to the game after you
Yeah.
have
Have
some
another-
breakfast,
have
some Bloody
and-
Marys and
Yep.
some mimosas and things.
Yep.
I think that'd be fun.
There was a
Who
hotel.
was the third person that made it? Was it Sabathia?
Yeah, I think.
CC Sabathia?
I don't know where that. If CC was it. Yeah.
One baseball game
CC?
does seem like 2 days. They're so
Whoa.
much shorter now, though, Mills. Like, please.
Yes.
Caesar, Bloody Mary all day, every day. So what is like a Bloody Caesar? Because then that's just what? It's got a little bit... The Bloody Mary mix that we love from Sunday's Bloodies, the
Oh,
one we
that's
really
good.
loved was the Caesar one, wasn't it? That it had like...
It was a
anchovies
spicy
and
one,
some
I
other
thought,
stuff.
or something.
There was, but there's another one. Caesar is greater than?
What is
What
Caesar?
makes the difference? I feel like I know. Nick's also hello. Good to see
A
you.
bloody Caesar or just Caesar?
I mean, that one's just called like Roman Empire or something.
Okay.
Oh, Clamato.
Clamato.
I wonder if that's what they were going.
Which
contains no clam.
no
No
clam.
clam slam there? Come
no
on.
clam in the Clamato.
No clam there. No, no clam.
Which contains no clam.
I think the double was my favorite, obviously.
Last week's, you mean?
Yeah, within the last few weeks when we had the high def and remember we had the high def one.
Oh yeah.
Last week was the winter IPA. That was also kind of in the same ballpark as all of these. All three of these were in like 6.5.
Oh,
7%.
that's right. Okay, yeah. The high was the dark green label, I think, right?
Yeah.
Dark green and kind of.
No, last week's was the yellow.
No,
orange
2
one.
weeks ago.
Oh yeah. Yes,
The-
you're correct.
the high
Yeah,
def.
black green kind of high def. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Used to be made from clam juice. Oh my god, that seems like false advertising then, Nix. That was good. I like that one. Do you feel like some wine?
I've had this bottle for a couple of weeks now, sitting in my fridge.
You've been talking about it.
I've been talking about it.
I apologize for bringing those whiskeys to the table. It
Do
slowed
you
down
do
the
not
buzz.
need to apologize. That's okay that this wine got kicked to the curb for those because those were delicious.
And we'll have a third one at some point in the next week or two. as
Did
well.
we? Oh, did you order that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
You gotta
Did,
get-
what did H&J? I didn't get their official.
They
thoughts.
liked them a lot, and they were immediately looking up
purchasing
them. But because you can find them at some other websites, so they were like trying to combine them with ordering something else.
Oh,
but they,
okay.
I think they like the cask strength better overall. But like it was both like them.
Yeah.
They have. So the one we're ordering is the one that's aged, I think, in the Pinot Noir cask or whatever.
Right.
They have one of those, and because they had heard of this place, and they must have gotten it when they were actually up in, and they have one that's a cask strength version. Ours will not be that. They have not opened it.
Oh, they have it?
They have
Cask-
one, but it's a higher proof
A cask
version of it.
strength westward.
Yeah. And I think
Wow.
they got it when
Okay.
they were out there because we were talking about
Wow.
like because after
Okay.
we had those and they were so they're like, and I had told them about how we have like that we could go do a
Yeah.
tour or something like. They're like, we don't go to Portland. I was like, yes, we do. We
Yes,
should.
sure.
That would be amazing.
Sure.
On any event, better flavor and body than a Bloody Mary. Mott's makes a really nice spicy Caesar in a can. If you ever see one, you should grab. I mean, I will try it. I will tell you this, though. The mix that we love, if I'm not making my own, which was pretty good, even better is, like I said, Sunday's Bloodies, hashtag not an ad. We got sent some of their stuff a long time ago, and I have bought several times and given it out to other friends and family and stuff. Was absolutely fantastic. They had a Caesar. That one was really good. They had a spicy in it. They were fantastic. Clamato, the choice of wannabe vampires, according to South Park, per se. Yeah, that would probably be there. All right, we're gonna take a little break. When we come back, we've got a wine that we will talk about. So
we'll travel over to Europe for this wine.
Austria,
Let's go.
do it. Nix, I don't feel that was my fault. I had no idea you were going to redeem that. So here you go.
Seemed like we were.
And if they want to drink Merlot, we're drinking Merlot.
No, if anybody orders Merlot, I'm leaving. I am not drinking any fucking Merlot!
Okay, relax, Miles. Jesus, no Merlot.
There you go, Merlot.
And we are not drinking any
We're not.
fucking Merlot.
No, not even close. We're not. We're not even in the
No.
same ballpark.
Nope.
I feel there, right? Do you
Nope.
feel we're even in the ballpark?
No, not even in the ballpark. I don't think they grow Merlot in Austria, which is where this wine hails from.
You took a trip to that area, didn't you?
That was one of our countries we visited. Yes,
Will you be going back there again?
we will be going in that area, but we will not be going to Austria.
I have heard
far as I
talk of European trip this year. Is
There's
that true?
very, very possible.
Is that a
There's one
fact?
in the it's in the works. It's in the amoebic state.
Okay, you're all.
Back to Paris and then Amsterdam and a little journey up north and then maybe over to a little bit of Germany. So we're still the
Amsterdam,
details
you
are still-
say?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne.
I hear about the red light district
Yeah,
there.
no.
I've
I
heard
don't.
about the
Why does
drug.
anybody want to go to that?
I mean, I don't even want to go to Amsterdam.
Well, Amsterdam.
That's all Amsterdam is,
Amsterdam,
right?
No, Amsterdam looks
That's all
beautiful
Amsterdam
actually, and
is.
it's Van Gogh is Amsterdam, and I love the Van Gogh.
Well, I mean, I
Art.
love his art for sure.
And there was some other pretty
Probably
stuff
great
there,
if you were
too.
like high out of your mind too. I'm
Belgium.
sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's my style.
That is Keith.
Get
to a
high out of
T.
my mind in Europe.
It's Keith to a T. Thank you for
Yes.
confirming the Merlot free zone. This is a Merlot free zone. 12.5%.
Yep.
On the ABV, which kind of for us lately with wines has gone down a little bit. Usually we always talk about how it's going, but maybe for a Gruner Veltliner,
Veltliner.
maybe that's actually like, they're like, oh my God, over 9.5%. What have you?
I think we've done a couple of things from, we did one thing from Austria, right? Because it was the Federspiel, the feather play.
That's
You can
right.
go back and look
God,
at that
was
video.
funny.
That was funny. And then also we did another Gruner Veltliner. I think we did the one from Trader Joe's.
I
Because
feel
it's
like
from Hungary. The previous one we had
okay.
that we've carried for years was from Hungary. This one actually is from Austria, which is very well known for their production of this type of varietal. And I think Taham means family. And Doris
okay.
and Leopold are of the Sutter winery, I guess. And I don't know if this is a Trader Joe's exclusive. We do not have an info sheet for this, so I could not find any information at the store. And then with a search online, I sent you a couple things, and you usually can find even more
I
information.
couldn't
than
though. Like I
can.
really could. Like literally, the picture you found was one of the better ones. But again, that was why I had you take another picture, almost
Yep.
causing trouble at your work.
'Cause I totally forgot to move the bottle from its perch.
Yeah.
When I forgot you don't use the whole bottle. Well, sometimes you use the whole bottle.
Depends on the photo. I've been using
I
it
couldn't
less with unless the whiskey bottle is very bespoke, like we did for the Westward ones, the Westward whiskeys. I sometimes like to go with the label because then it's just at least a little bigger. If people want to look for it, they'll remember the label, as opposed to when you put a wine bottle. 2/3 of the wine bottle is literally just the bottle, and you can't even see anything.
Just the glass.
I've just kind of adjusted to at least. Who knows? Maybe I'll switch back. I have also sometimes considered like trying to make our, like when we go to actually do these, like making the logo smaller if we wanted to have the whole bottle on that. Like I said, those things are sometimes in my head about like, changing up the look of the background for the podcast and whatnot. So what is it? So is this a specific, why did I open up?
Oh,
there you go. Oh my God, this calculator. Is this a specific style?
This is a grape.
This grape is okay.
Yes, this is a like as you would say, Sauvignon Blanc or Chardonnay. Gruner Veltliner,
Gruner Veltliner is a type of grape. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it specific to only certain regions, or can I grow this anywhere and it's still called that?
I think it would be anywhere it would be called that.
Okay.
Because it's that name in Hungary. It's that name in Austria. I don't know where
Okay.
else this grape grows.
It
I know
travels
those two
well.
things. Yeah, it does. Supposedly we're not going to be carrying the other one anymore, but it's still available to order. And this just became, this just popped up along with a German Riesling. If we want to travel to Germany next week, we can do that. Or I know I also said, since it actually is red wine drinking weather, even outside the tasting room, maybe we should go that way as well.
Someone who's worked in marketing for 25 years can tell you the logo can never be too big. That's how I always feel. I always feel that.
So size matters when it comes to logos.
I think that's what he's saying us, and especially
Good.
especially when you remove something from the logo and then it looks like the man is just holding a penis. As Nick's has sent one of his early adjustments to a logo by accident.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think that's still in the Discord. If any exclamation point Discord, if anyone wants to go see that, it's in there somewhere. It was some graphic where they sent over the picture, like the short version of, they sent over the picture, like to look like, okay, we want to do this. This is what it's going to look like. And it was some sort of thing. And it was like, oh, that's perfect. And they're like, oh, can you not have the one guy holding a briefcase? So when they removed the briefcase, they didn't remove the arm. So it looked like the hand that was holding the briefcase then was sticking out, because it was kind of like almost like a bathroom stick figure looking thing. It just looked like he was like pointing at his business, and it's very funny. And they immediately like this, yeah, great. And it was about to get published
Like
everywhere.
bigger, longer, and uncut.
Yeah, kind
They
of.
improved that.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know how to describe specifically that aroma, but
That's
is
great,
the
because I'm here to do that. No, I'm just kidding.
Good. No, that's good
No, I'm
because that
kidding.
aroma. No, because we went on that bike tour along the Danube, and this is
That sounds
this
nice.
is what this is the aroma that you're smelling actually from the grapes, from those
Really?
orchards. This is in the air. Yeah,
That
so
just sounds amazing.
yeah, you're getting this, and I'm like, so maybe it's just the aroma of that grape. And I don't there's not a dankness to it, but there's like a heavy floral, I guess, almost.
It's
to
almost
it.
like there's been a light rain. Like that, like said that, like, you know, like how we have, like, especially
Yeah.
in southern Arizona, like the creosote, like has kind of certain, like, oh, the rains are coming. There's a certain smell. It's because of the creosote
Yeah.
bush. It's almost like that because of the terroir, the plants and stuff
Yeah.
around there. I definitely very like grass definitely comes into there. The plant, like you were just talking about, like that kind of greenery is definitely in there. And then there is like a nice little, just kind of like more like toward like the pith of like a lemon. There's like a sharpness to it. There's something that's like almost like, again, as weird as it sounds to say, there's like a bitterness, like almost in the nose along with that. I love this aroma.
Yeah.
This is great. Like I said, it's just,
'Cause it's different.
It's very, yeah, it's
Yeah.
very fresh. It's very spring, like springtime, which I don't want to think about spring yet.
Welcome.
So
sweet
only red
springtime.
wines for the next few
Okay,
weeks
that's right.
whenever we
Sorry.
do them. This is our
I just
last,
had this because I've been wanting to. I just haven't been drinking a lot at the house, so that's why I've been looking forward to trying this.
I like the aroma quite a bit. And I actually, because it wasn't anywhere, I have no idea how much this costs.
Okay.
So I'm excited about this too.
Okay.
Also, anytime I say springtime, I think of Willy Wonka. Springtime, ring a ding a ding time, bells ring a ring a ding. He's just like singing it like when he's like pedaling the little bike when he's
Oh,
like
really?
mixing something.
Okay.
Anytime I say springtime,
Pocket probably would know that. I don't.
spring. Oh, that's one of the greatest movies of all time.
I think it's her number one or top in her top three.
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
over The Godfather.
Oh yeah,
That's upsetting.
Of
I'm just
course.
kidding.
she does.
That checks.
She
That
does
box
enjoy
is
those.
checked.
Yeah. You have a, I don't know if there's a link to that, but there's a picture of Doris and Leopold on our screen here.
There is. We have that on there. If you go in the Discord, you can see the picture. It almost looks like they're preparing for an old folks home or something, like a over 60, but you did very well. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of the
Oh,
photo
yeah.
is what we got going in there.
Yeah.
Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. Exactly, Mills.
I like
exactly. Yeah, he's like, it's like he's like whipping something, like, cause he's on a bike and he's like mixing something, and he's like, springtime, ring a ding time.
I like
bells ring."
there's so little to do and so much time.
Yeah.
Wait,
scratch that.
Reverse it.
First. Yeah. The rowers keep on rowing. There's no time. Stop. Willy Wonka, crazy. Yes, I believe you're right, sir. We should stop. And we're here.
We're here.
So good.
Yeah, Daham, I think means family. I think it says it in that article.
Does anybody
somewhere.
watch? Have you watched the on Netflix? They have a documentary on.
No, I
on
want
Gene Wilder?
My friend at work, JJ's watched that. I
It's-
want to watch
It's
that.
beautiful.
I want to watch it so much.
You should.
Yes.
Then he throws a sock in an alarm clock. Need more? Yeah, he needs more time. Good God, I love that movie. It's so much. God, it's so funny too because like I know Tim Burton did like that. Well, I was just like, this is
Yeah, we haven't
I
watched
know some
it.
people
but-
kind of like that movie, and it's fine for being different, but it's not.
Yeah, no, we
Again,
haven't
I know it's
watched
not
it.
true maybe to the book, but like I said that one is more true or whatever as opposed to that one. But no, really, like I said, Gene Wilder and the way that movie is set up and the music and just. I remember them talking about too, like I don't know if it's in that documentary or whatever, but that's one of the things they talk about, like is his whole opening thing where he comes out with the cane.
Oh,
And then he rolls and he's there and he said, and that was something like that he actually fought over, like doing that like bit because Gene Wilder's like, no, he's like, you have to do that because then people like, we can never trust anything that's about to happen. And he's like, you have to show that.
Oh,
because
yeah.
You never know what's
True.
going to happen from there.
true.
Andrew Keith, hearty handshakes. Chucky, is good to
Hearty
see you. How are you doing
handshake.
this
All right.
fine evening? How are you doing? The briefly released that version in theaters. So I got to
Oh,
take
wow.
my daughter. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that'd be great to see in the theater. He was saying that they talk about how at the end where he like gets really upset that Jack Albertson and the Charlie didn't know
Yeah.
that he was going to react that
Yeah.
way, and so their reactions are actually
Yeah.
yeah.
You get nothing.
You get nothing.
Good day, sir.
etc. etc. etc.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, so good.
That's
Yeah, it's a good. I don't know if I ever actually saw that as a kid. It was with Pocket probably for the first time. Where
Really?
she's like, I don't think you could ask Baker. I don't think they ever showed that. I don't think I ever saw
Huh.
that at the house.
that's a little surprising.
As far as I know. As far as I
Yeah,
know, I don't
it's-
remember watching that.
ever see Crazy People Bevy? Dudley Moore, Daryl Hannah, Paul Reiser. Was that the one where they're doing marketing? Right? Where it's like, cigarettes, we know they cause cancer, but if you're going to smoke something that's going to cause cancer, it should taste good though, right? Yeah, in the asylum. I have seen that. It has been a very long time, but I have seen it. Baker, Keith was asking if you had ever watched...
Did we ever watch Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when I was little?
No, Volvo, boxy but good. I remember that. Yeah, Mills, exactly. Yeah, they're little. I remember that being the tagline stuff, and I remember actually, I think I saw that in the theater because I'm an old man. Rewatched it a couple years ago. Aside from some problematic behavior, it holds up. Okay, I was just going to ask that same thing.
Paul Reiser was on Ted Danson's podcast a little bit ago.
I
That was
catch
good.
up with that.
Yeah.
That everybody knows your name.
Yep.
Okay.
You think so? I just don't remember. If I did, I don't remember watching it much. So
I mean, I have that like collector's edition box set, which
You
I think
got
is the
that-
same one I got for.
yeah, and it's unopened.
Oh, really?
So I don't know if there's.
Never know. Good look. Also saw it in theaters. Mills, we were both old men.
So what do you think?
This is good.
Yeah, I like it.
This to me screams May or June, sitting outside in the patio, having some cheese, having some crackers, relaxing. Like I said, this being a little bit chilled. We just took this out of the fridge a little bit ago. I think honestly, the flavors that are in here are going to get even a little more interesting, even as it warms up a little bit, and some of that chill kind of goes away. But that grassiness comes through. The fruit comes through. It's nice. It's got a little bit of tart, a little bit of tang to it.
This is really.
Excellent.
It's not super dry. But it's not sweet. It's like
It's making my mouth water. Actually,
It's
a little
definitely
bit.
making my mouth water. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, this is really solid for $8.99.
So then you're gonna love it for $5.99.
Oh, I do love it for $5.99. Yeah, hell yeah.
The one we had from Hungary was $7.49, and this is $5.99.
Okay.
So
I wonder how was that? Do you think that one was worth $2 more? I can't remember.
I don't remember liking it as much because it's funny. I remember either when I just gotten back or right before. I remember talking with a customer, and he was really talking up the one from Hungary, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys don't have one from Austria," and like, but it's okay. The grapes similar, and he's like, "This one's still really good." And I remember trying it and thinking, "Okay," and I think I may have bought.
I feel
a
like when we
second
had
bottle.
that, you were comparing it to stuff that you had while you were there.
But this really reminds me of Austria. Must be something about and there's something about the terroir in any
100%.
part of the world that adds a certain something to even the very same grape. You're going to get different from the soil.
The soil, the minerals, all that kind of stuff.
The temperatures, the heat, the cold, all that stuff. So yeah, no, this is good.
Nix, I missed your comment there. Jaguar, for men who want hand jobs from women they don't know. That was the car thing. Like that was their car slogan for Jaguar.
Okay, I thought maybe that was Black Panther. No, that's Black Panther.
Sex Panther.
That's Sex Panther. That's right.
Yeah.
60% of the time.
It works every time.
Every time.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in theaters. Have you guys ever watched through all of Modern Family?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember. For some reason, I couldn't remember if you had.
Yeah, no, because Pocket actually watched it from the beginning. It's so weird to think about. Like that's when that started in 2009. So I was working at the store on Campbell, and I think it was on Wednesday nights or Tuesday nights. One of the nights I was working, and she was watching it. She's like, "Oh my, this show is so good," and I didn't watch it for. I can't remember if I started watching it at our other house or not, but I think maybe I did. So probably around like 2015. I, for whatever reason, started watching it. It was on USA, and I watched all of them, caught, and then went all the seasons then forward from that. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was on the other day.
I'm like, was Keith alluding to some kind of Marvel superhero I'm not aware of who was like super hand jobbery powers? It looked like he was going to go somewhere. That would have been pretty amazing. That would have been amazing. What is your superpower? I can't really tell you. I'm just going to show you.
Oh, wow.
It's like, if the table is a rockin', don't bother knocking.
The Fulgencio, the one with the
Fulgencio
Godfather.
joke.
Yeah.
It's
don't ask me about my business card.
so good.
I didn't ask
She's
you
like, I
about
didn't
it.
ask you. He's like,
Yeah.
and then
Don't
they do
ask
the
me.
door
Yeah.
close and everything at the end where he's like having all the stuff go on as I do
so
renounce
good.
them.
So good.
They have a few other Godfather references throughout there because I've watched some of that stuff they talk about. They're showing that stuff in the DC MCU now. Yeah, exactly.
They and that one's also got
Flash when he's washed up as Mr. Handjob.
oh wow.
he just turns them out real quick. They're done super fast. A lot of chafing.
Because that's also got Gloria's sister, who's played by Rosa.
Yeah, exactly. You
stole my life.
You stole my life.
she's like, I'm gonna need some. Take as much time as you need, and some dresses, as many as you like, and some shoes. You're angry now.
You're angry now. The shoes, I like. That's where the cutoff is.
It's so good.
That hero will be part of the Great Lakes Avengers, a real superhero team in comics. But there's a Great Lakes Avengers. This sounds like sad on so many levels, but I have not seen it. The Great Lakes. That's like Marvel Phase 10. I don't know what they're on, like 3 or 4 right now. Like they're like, we have got nothing else. Squirrel Girl? What is that? She's the first one to take out that. Really? See, I read comics, but I never got. I like the Thanos like stuff. Like I never. All of my knowledge of that is from the Marvel movies, which I know to some people probably hurts a little bit, but ended up he was just a clone. Oh, she tempted.
Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl is in Marvel Rivals, and she just. Oh, is she in that too? Okay. Yeah, still have not dipped my toes into that game yet.
That's good.
Have you guys still been playing TFT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Do they have anything new going? It used to be like, oh, they've got the updates and they got this.
They just had a big update. They're then I think they said they're doing. Usually, there'll probably be a brand new thing coming out soon. But we're playing.
Is it the double down? Is that what you guys still used to do? Or do you do that?
Double up.
Double up. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll do it's great actually. I'll play it when I'm on the elliptical because it makes time go by real fast.
Oh.
Because I'm focusing so
much. How long
much.
do those matches go?
It depends on they can go as little as 20-ish minutes if you suck. And sometimes I've had them go into 40 minutes if you're one of the top 2. So it just depends. But definitely keep your mind on that. And it offers the right amount of distraction while I'm on the elliptical. But
okay.
Pocket was doing some of the other ARAM stuff lately, but then her arm's really bothering her. So then she's like, I wonder if this is causing my arm to hurt more. So
I mean, depending on how you sit when you were at a computer or whatever, that you've already used that thing. Like if you're kind of like, that's already not. No,
she's got it. Like
no,
there.
it should be like they always talk about like 45-degree angle or like like. Yeah, if this is dipping at all, because that's you can just feel that start to pull on your shoulder.
But it's where she's hurting is like right here. So anything like having to reach around her back or
the reach around.
The reach around. Yes, yes.
Did you want a little more?
No, I'll probably get myself another bottle. You're welcome to have that and enjoy it. Maybe on stream tomorrow when you see this guy again.
The Squirrel Girl throws a giant nut. I'm a little disappointed that ability is not called D's. That is wrong. That is wrong. That
D's.
It's not. Are you going to get to watch some football on Sunday? I'm assuming both the games are on Sunday, right?
Yeah, I think 1 and 4:30 or something like that.
So you probably get to catch.
I work. I think I work until 2. So
the early game is what, Eagles?
I would guess the marquee matchup's got to be Mahomes.
Yeah,
Mahomes versus Allen, right?
You're Mahomie.
So I don't mind either one of those teams winning. I'm okay with
the late game.
The late game.
Yeah, I'm fine with. I'm like resigned to the fact that the Chiefs will probably win, even though he's. I'm glad some other people. Did you see Troy Aikman calling out his flopping the other day?
Oh yeah,
it's ridiculous.
They're like they've got.
You're too good. Don't do that. That's what's frustrating. It's like I have so much respect. Like don't do that.
Yeah.
That's like such a BS little thing to do. And the guy didn't even, I'm so glad at least that one they didn't call, even though they did on other ones. I saw
you
clips
saw where the two.
I saw the clips of when you're talking about he slides late, does it in front of, and the two guys hit each other, and he gets the flag. Are you fucking kidding me? It's so stupid. God.
I'm okay. We have friends. The Bills made it to 4 straight in the 90s and didn't get one.
That's so rough.
So if they do get there and get a chance to win one, I'm fine with that. We have some friends who are Bills fans. Also, I don't know. it's one of those things. There's some teams you're like, I don't want to see them be successful, but if the Chiefs are, that's fine. I don't care.
I like Andy Reid.
I don't have a problem with Andy Reid. I don't have a problem with Mahomes overall. So
I mean, they got to get some before the Bears are about to be really successful. So they got to get what they can for right now.
Got to sneak in there. So
brother is a KC season ticket holder. I'm obligated to root for KC. Is he going to the game, Mills? Like I'm assuming because they probably get like first dibs on those tickets, like, even as expensive as they are.
So Eagles Commanders.
Probably
rooting for the Commanders, I guess. I probably won't really care either way there.
I probably don't want to see the number 2 pick get to the Super Bowl in his first
year. Yeah,
go through. I think he's already had enough success. So
well, he had a better coach, though.
I'm not saying it wasn't, because of that kind of
but
stuff.
Of course, and but the
Fragile man actually making it through most of the season. Surprising.
The Bears set him up for that, though. Like, here you go.
All right,
here you go, Jake Daniels. You need this one because you're not getting any more.
We have the better coach right now. So that's all.
You're not getting any more. I hope so. I hope that works out.
Did you get to hear any of the clips from his press conference?
No.
Ben Johnson's press conference. I think my favorite clip was, like I said, overall everything was pretty boilerplate, but people were excited and happy about it. But then the one he had was, because they were like, I think someone asked him, like, do you want to go to surprise you to look at another division because this division is tough right now if it stays tough. He's like, no. He's like, I want the competitive. He's like, I want to be in one of the best divisions in football. That's how you know. And he's like, I have so much respect for Dan Campbell. And he said, and Kevin O'Connell said both of them up for coach of the year. And he's like, I got to admit, he's like, I like beating Matt LaFleur twice a year. I was like, I love you. He'll be there. He invited me to the AFC Championship game last year with Cincy. It was fun outside of the fact it was like 10 degrees. That would be, what a cool experience, Bills. That's definitely something that is super, super cool. That would have been, like I said, very, very fun. That's cool that he's going to be there, though, too. I can't even imagine. So thoughts for next week?
Well, I will find, I'll find something. I'll find a red wine for us. How about that?
Okay.
And can a cocktail maybe come back?
I was thinking about that. I've got a few different things. We do. Okay, I should mention because I think this was up on the channel. So a week from tomorrow, next Friday. So Bungie has their big fundraiser stuff right now where they do Games to Give. It supports a lot of different charities, so everybody's kind of doing that stuff. Next week, Jav, friend of the show, obviously, he actually has a featured block which I will be on along with Lucky. And we'll be doing some things. One of the things is if he hits one of his goals, he already picked it. There's a cocktail that we're going to have at some point.
Okay.
It's called like Edna's Lunchbox. It's not as bad as it sounds. Okay. Unless you know Edna, then it could be as bad as it sounds. But might I suggest something in the Dilk? It is not in the Dilk family, but it is like orange juice, a beer, and amaretto. Like I'll have to look it up again. Oh. Yeah. So anyway.
All right.
It's for charity, so we will do that at some point. That will not be this featured cocktail, but I do have a couple other ones that I have saved that I think could be interesting. I've also thought of, at some point down the road, it'd be interesting if we had, like, make this cocktail, but with 3 different types of, like, a certain spirit, like, switch out to see, like, how much it actually changes. I mean, that'd be for a much bigger show at some point, but I've thought of that before, too. But, I think, I was thinking about we should bring back a cocktail and look for something, and then, like I said, maybe we can... have you had the Spindrift Tropical?
Oh, is this the one with guava?
I think that's kind of
what we just got that in actually.
Okay, I bought an 8-pack of that.
Okay,
so I was like,
it's got kind of like purpley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was going to say that would be something if we wanted to do a starter for that.
No, we could
did a
start with
cocktail
that.
And a wine or something like that or whatever.
That sounds good.
So, anyway, we've got.
I've also got or 2 if we want. I still have Mother Road's black IPA.
Okay,
I have another black IPA.
Oh, okay.
If we want to go 2 black IPAs.
I was also going to say I still have the vintage ale too.
That's true.
I just put that in the fridge.
I haven't put one in the fridge yet
because I have that one.
Yeah,
I have that one from there.
All right, we got to winnow it down.
Yeah, we definitely have a few options.
Maybe we don't need a cocktail next week yet.
We'll have
Perhaps.
To we'll have to see what we need.
That's right. Once you go black IPA.
That is 100% true. Like I said, once you go black IPA, you don't go back. No more other regular IPAs.
Those will probably age okay. We could push that back a week if we want to do a red wine. And, I have 3 of those. Maybe I should bring over mine I bought 3. And you only have 1, I think. You have more.
Did you
Of
actually?
the vintage?
I only bought the one.
Yeah.
You
I
actually
also
you bought 3?
I bought 3.
Wow. We hadn't even had it.
Fitz said they were really good.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
Fitz
then
said
you
they were
should
good.
bring yours
Yeah,
over. Then.
I could
only
bring
have
that.
one.
I think of what else I have in there. Yeah, maybe we'll go more beer focused. Heavier beer.
Yeah, as long as it's
Yes.
Oh, I actually also still have that other beer that's the I bought it because it's a your favorite style. The barley wine something.
Oh.
Remember I bought that one? I think
yeah.
it was Arizona. I have that
Yeah.
one still too. Okay, maybe we hit some of the heavier beer stuff.
Another guy I work with was saying that there was a special release, or that the Bigfoot is available at Total Wine. The Bigfoot.
Oh, is it? I'm sure
And-
that was always early in the
and,
year.
and it's funny. I said he's like Bigfoot. And I said, well, I always like that one. And he's like, well, it doesn't really taste like a barley wine. I said, that's kind of why I like that. And my brother always mentions that.
Yeah.
That's the one
why
I
you
liked
liked
the
it.
best. So, all right. Sounds like we got some,
Exactly.
maybe go more beer focused next
Yeah.
week.
Doesn't have a problem.
Okay.
You can stop at any time. We can figure out a way to stop at any time.
Okay.
I'm sure. But yeah, thank you guys all for being here. Appreciate it. Like I said, we'll be back again next week with more fun and shenanigans. 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. When does that time change? Got a
I think
little
it's
while, right?
April.
Oh, okay,
we got some time.
We got time with these
Yep.
earlier things. We're gonna go say hi to Casey. She is doing some more artwork, painting for some charity incentive things. So let's go say hi to her. And yeah, I will be on tomorrow playing some more of the indie game. The Root Trees Are Dead.
The
It
root
is-
trees are
The Root
dead.
Tree is a genealogy game.
Oh, okay.
You're literally, like I said, yeah, if anybody is interested or didn't get to watch any of it the other day, there is a family that goes down in a plane crash, and you are trying to figure out who are all the blood relatives for the will. And like I
Oh,
said, how
wow.
it works
Okay.
out to.
Okay.
So they kind of start you out the initial tutorial, and then it basically opens up the board to this giant thing. So
Oh,
you're
that
looking,
sounds fun.
so you're searching through articles and other information to try and figure out, like, okay, this person, this was their occupation, that was this. And then every time you get 3 of them correct, it like locks them in, and then it kind of goes from there. And so you're figuring out, and at the same time, it's like, was there foul play with what happened? There's a little mystery going on. There's some, it's been super fun. Ghost VO has been in chat. Like I said, it has
Nice.
been, yeah,
All right.
it has been actually pretty cool, pretty enjoyable. I would say I was surprised, most of it because the music that is during while you're just kind of doing all this searching and stuff, amazing. It is just
Oh,
like the most
okay.
sultry, smooth jazz.
Oh,
And it
all
feels
right.
like it rarely ever repeats. Like, I don't know if it's just all like public, like domain, like commons or whatever, but oh my God, it's so good. Yeah.
is that
so
your new keyboard?
this is the new keyboard.
Birthday
isn't it?
keyboard.
This is the birthday keyboard right
All
here.
right.
It's so quiet. You can't even,
Okay.
oh, pausing there.
Oh, wait,
Can't
what
even-
happened?
Can't even barely hear any typing. It's so quiet. But anyway, we'll do that tomorrow. And yeah,
right.
but he'll be back again next week,
Next week,
as always.
Seems like it's going more beer. So
I think
All right,
so.
we'll figure
I
it
think
out.
that's what, yeah, I think that's what we're
All
doing.
right.
But anyway, let's go say hi to Casey. If you're not following her, please follow her immediately. She's awesome. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night.